Welcome to Western New York Tonight. I'm your host, Tammy Lee Demler, and we have some ghost hunters and busters here that we're going to be talking about the perfect time of the season. I have joining me tonight from R.I.P., which is Regional Investigators of the Paranormal. Sounds spooky. Perfect. I have Fred Srock, who is the coordinator. To his left, Sharon Lennon. To the next left, John Limbalzer. And then to the far, perfectly in front of me, we have George Updegraff, who four Ghostbusters, hunters. How did you come together? I want to know how you make your group to have R.I.P. really come together.
Well, we all kind of had the same things of likes that we got into finding out about ghost hunting, and that a couple of us were in another group and it didn't work out, but we said, hey, why not start our own? And there really isn't anybody around here in Niagara County, and we said, well, between our group that we have, this isn't everybody, but we have over 40 years of experience of ghost hunting. And we've done it, I've done it since I've been about 12 years old. And when I seen my first ghost, and didn't realize I seen one. But everybody's had their own little experience on, you know, things that's happened, things that they heard, felt, smelled, touched, and it's, everybody has a ball with it.
And we're going to be seeing some clips, I understand,
yes,
of paranormal events that you've brought with you, because it's always a level of, do you believe it, do you not? I mean, how do you really know? How can you prove it? You know, I'm going to let anybody chime in with that.
Oh, well, we get evidence. We do. We get picture evidence. We get video evidence. We get things moving. We also can touch. We get either touched. We get EVPs, which are electric voice phenomena, which is where we hear them on a recorder, voices actually answering our questions.
Can I hear them, or can you only?
Well, we do have EVPs that will be playing. You'll be able to hear them.
Okay, because sometimes on that show, I don't know what it is that I catch every once in a while, but they'll show, and I'm like, I can't hear that.
Sometimes you have to get an ear. Sometimes, you know, like I'll be able to pick it up right away, but yeah, it's like virgin ears. It's sometimes it's hard. So we can like decipher what we hear, and we can do, what I'll do. We usually have what it's saying, and so then you can kind of pick it up.
Sometimes it's a lot easier to hear it when you're wearing headphones because it's closer to your ears.
Okay.
And sometimes you really have to lean in and really listen to it. Sometimes you can't really hear it. Another way that we sense when spirits are there is smell.
What do you smell? Is it a stinky smell, or is
sometimes
it,
it's stinky, sometimes it's a sweet smell, sometimes it's cigarette smoke. Like for instance, one of the places we investigated, the Palace Theater here in Lockport, there's a ghost there named George, and the only reason why they know he's there is because of the cigarette smell. Okay. When it was legal to smoke in the theater, he smoked a lot, like a pack a day, I guess, and he's still there, and that's how they know he's there.
How do you know his name is George? Does he say that?
Folklore, that's what everyone's heard.
That's what they heard, that's what we've actually come out. We had different methods to talk to them, besides just ask them questions, and then we get answers, and we have the recordings besides.
You're just picking on our George.
No. Everybody, we laughed about that too, you know, and it was kind of funny. But yeah, we have different methods that we start using, like dowsing rods and pendulums and stuff like that we can actually start talking, get a reaction, and get something from the spirit itself. And a lot of times we have some sensitives in the group, a medium in the group, and we can almost pick up on what the ghost is feeling or trying to tell us, and you might hear get the idea of, oh, the name starts with an A or a C or something, and you say, you know, is your name Connie? And then it says no, and then you go, oh, well, you know, maybe Kathy, and then all of a sudden it says yes.
I guess it helps to know the name of the ghost, right?
Yeah, well, sometimes it does, because one place that we've done quite a few times is down in Bristol, down in the Finger Lakes. It's a Grange, actually. They're making it into a museum. And every time we go there, we actually found, what, about seven or eight ghosts that were there. And the curator who was there, he turned around and we went through and found out one of them was the president of the Grange at one time, one was a blacksmith who lived across the street who was a member, another one was a merchant, he was a member of the Grange, and you just, even going, we find out ages. It's like when we start using the pendulum dowsing rods to get yes and no and that, it's like playing 20 questions. If you get pretty good at the game after a while, so it doesn't take as many times.
Yeah, it's basically the